Professor Ayolabi to the podium, please. Please, we can do better. It's not easy to travel all the way from Lagos, United States of Lagos, to OGBOMOSO. It's not easy. Please, let's be seated. Thank you very much. Please, sir, I would like you to remain standing while I quickly run through your citation, sir. Thank you, sir. Elijah Adebowale Ayolabi is a professor of applied geophysics in the Department of Geosciences, University of Lagos, and the pioneer Vice Chancellor, Mountaintop University, Prayer City, Ogun State. Professor Ayolabi is an alumnus of the prestigious University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, where he studied engineering physics and obtained a bachelor's degree in 1989. He also holds master and doctoral degrees in geophysics from the Nigeria Premier University, University of Ibadan, here in Oyo State. A geophysicist with specialists in applied geophysics, he has used his skills to solve several environmental, engineering, and exploration challenges facing some reputable organizations and institutions. His work on Benin Basin provided detailed basement architecture and tectonic framework composed of oils and graben structure, which straddle the coastline to reveal new concept of the petroleum prospectivity of the new and emerging oil province and huge potential and economic benefit to the nation. This work on geopotential fields and basin architecture has aided understanding of the structural features and geometry of other inland basins and their opportunities, making him a notable authority in the field of applied geophysics. His research outputs in dealing with pollution, plumes in larger environments, as well as identification of freshwater sideline interface in a coastal environment, provide solution to environment associated with open landfill sites and offer appropriate remedy. He has mentored over 100 postgraduate students with 11 PhDs successfully supervised. I think we can do better. It's not easy to be a supervisor. Thank you. He has served as external examiner and assessor of professorial candidates in many universities in Nigeria and Africa. Professor Adebowale Ayolabi has served as chair and co-chair at several NMGS and NAPE conferences, as well as reviewer to several journals, both local and international. He pioneers the establishment of the Department of Geosciences, that's geophysics and geology, at the University of Lagos, as well in Mountaintop University. He served as the pioneer head of the Department of Geosciences and first professor of applied geophysics at the University of Lagos. He also helped in the of various geoscience students chapters, such as NMGLs, NAPE, EG, EAGE, AAP, and some other more. Professor Elijah Adebowale Ayolabi is a recipient of several professional and corporate organizations awards, including Fellow of Nigeria Mining and Geosciences, Fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants, NAPE Outstanding Health Science Lecturer Award, NAPE's Rochelle Award for the Department of Quality Education in Nigerian Tertiary Institution, NAPAAPG Young Professional Faculty Advisor Award, and University of Ibadan Lifetime Achievement Award. He was a Society of Exploration Geophysics Honorary Lecturer for Middle East and Africa. He has also won research equipment grants from a number of multinational companies, as well as TED Fund and other research project grants. He is an active member of the Nigerian Mining and Geoscience Society, Society of Exploration Geophysicists, European Association of Geophysicists and Engineers, Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists, and he is registered by the Council of Nigerian Mining Engineers and Geoscientists. In any assignment given to execute, Professor Elijah Adebowale Ayolabi always strives to add value and make a difference. His passion for excellence and deep understanding of how a system works stands him in good stead as a distinguished professor and Vice Chancellor, Mountaintop University, Prayer City, Ogun State, Nigeria. Professor Ayolabi is happily married to Professor Mrs. Christiana I. Ayolabi and blessed with children. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me this morning our first keynote speaker, Professor Elijah Adebowale Ayolabi.
Thank you. Thank you. In order not to cause a problem, I will want to abide by the protocol already established. But notwithstanding, I must appreciate those on the high table, and I also appreciate my friend. I think it should be over 20 or 25 years that I've seen you now. It's nice that I see you again today. We thank God for that. I want to thank the organizers of this conference who has deemed it fit to consider me to give this presentation. Where there is literally nothing new that we don't know, because COVID has taught us so many things and has exposed us to several other things that we really did not know before and that are very important. So this morning, by the grace of God, I'll be talking to us on destructive technologies and innovations for sustainable development. And I have my outline there. I'll try to do a brief introduction, look at destructive technologies and sustainable development, destructive technologies and environmental sustainability, social and economic impact of destructive technologies, innovations for sustainable development, challenges to implementation of destructive technologies for sustainable development, what are the potential opportunities, and then strategies to harness this opportunity. I've also give us some of the destructive technologies that we are familiar with, and try to conclude. You will do me a lot of favor if you just signal to me when my time is. Well, as a way of introduction, actually, I don't know if your internet is working. It would be good that we check that video. Otherwise, maybe at your own leisure, you can just check. There's a video on emerging destructive technology from a European Defense Agency. It's just about 2 minutes. And then you have another one, destructive innovation theory. Then the third one is from Netflix. These are some of the things that talk about destructive technologies and innovation for advancement. Now, when we say destructive technologies, we mean innovative advancements that have the potential to significantly alter existing industries, market, and social practices. They often emerge unexpectedly, challenging traditional methods and introducing new approaches that can revolutionize entire sector. Destructive technologies disrupt the status quo, causing significant changes in business model, consumer behavior, and social dynamics. One characteristic of destructive technology is that they initially target niche markets or undeserved segments, and then see how to capitalize on that and provide solutions. Destructive technologies can contribute to sustainable development by addressing environmental challenges, improving access to essential services, and promoting inclusivity and equality. Now, the other part of the talk is on innovation. Innovation involves the creation, development, and implementation of novel ideas and concepts that challenge the existing norms. It is actually a key for driving destructive technologies. Innovation by nature can be incremental, that is, improving upon the existing solutions, or it may be destructive, introducing entirely new approaches. Now, successive adoption and integration of destructive technologies often require a supportive ecosystem that foster innovation, collaboration, and adaptation. Destructive technologies and innovations have the potential to reshape industries, and that we have seen from 2019 to date. There have been a lot of changes in our environment, in our society, and in the world in general. This is what the destructive technology can do: drive economic growth and contribute to sustainable development. Now, the successful adoption and integration of destructive technologies often require a supportive ecosystem. Now, destructive technologies and sustainable development. Destructive technologies have the potential, one, to significantly transform various sectors. Two, it can revolutionize the way industries operate. And that we see from what happened 2019, 2020, during COVID, during lockdown. So a lot of innovation came into being. Also, destructive technology changes in the way we do things. And today, things we thought were not possible in the past, today we can do them easily. That's the potential to revolutionize the way industry operates, the way products are developed, and services are delivered. It is important to note that specific technologies and their impact may vary over time, and new innovation emerge and industry continue to evolve. However, the common trend is that destructive technologies drives efficiency, provides sustainability, it brings innovation, it transforms sectors, it creates new opportunity for growth, and bring positive changes to society. Now, what is the impact of destructive technologies and sustainable development of energy sector? If we take energy sector, for instance, destructive technologies such as solar power, wind power, and advanced energy storage systems have enabled the expansion of renewable energy resources. Integration of digital technologies such as sensors and data analytics into power grids has led to the development of smart grids. Today, you can actually operate your own grid. You don't have to depend on your neighbor on general NEPA supply. This is what destructive technology can bring. You can have a smart grid. Today, in the past, NEPA have to come and serve you bill in your house. And then whether you pay or you don't pay, you may still continue to enjoy electricity. It's not the same today. It's not the same today. So, although I don't know what happens there, but it's not the same today. You pay before service, and they don't have to come there. Your meter can be remotely controlled somewhere else. So if you infringe on what their regulations, you can be cut off easily. They don't have to come to your house. Nobody have, in the past, they have to bring pole, ladder to the pole, and then have to disconnect. No, nobody, that doesn't happen again. These are things destructive technologies and innovation has brought to our environment. So this can be easily done right from their office. You can be removed from the grid. This grid enhances the efficiency, reliability, and resilience of electricity distribution, enabling better management of power demand and integration of renewable energy sources. What about the transport sector? Destructive technologies have facilitated the emergence of ride-hailing services and shared mobility platforms. These services enabled by mobile applications and advanced algorithms have changed the way people commute, reducing the need for private vehicle ownership, promoting more efficient use of transportation system. In our environment here, we hear of Uber. Uber does not have a single vehicle, but Uber operates on collections of vehicles, but the owner of Uber does not have a single vehicle. Now, vehicles are brought into a pool, and then they help through the application of technology to make them available to all users at any place at any given time. And that generates income for them, manage the resources, generate income for the owner of the vehicles, and things like that. And environment can be easily managed. Electric vehicle is another innovative idea brought about as a result of destructive technology in the bid to find alternative to the use of fossil fuel. This offers lower emission, reduce dependence on fossil fuel, bring advancement in battery technology, extend the driving range, as well as making them more practical for everyday use. Today, you can own a vehicle that does not use fuel. It's only powered by battery, and it can operate depending on the energy capacity of your battery. This you can recharge overnight when you are not using it and be made ready for usage against the following day. Now, and invariably, that's as a way of impacting on our environment. In agricultural sector, destructive technologies such as sensor, drone, and satellite imagery have enabled precision agriculture. We talk about precision agriculture today is as a result of destructive technology and innovation in the field of agriculture. So you don't have to waste water. We can plant anywhere. We can plant inside this room. We still have a bumper harvest. We can plant whether there is rain or no rain. Thus, promoting the collection of real-time data on soil condition, crop health, and water usage. This invariably allowed them to optimize resource allocation, reduce wastage, and enhance crop yields, making food available so as to support the Sustainable Development Goal, zero hunger. Now, these methods allow for year-round cultivation. This reduces water usage, increase crop density, enable urban agriculture, reduce reliance on traditional farm land. In the next sector, the integration of digital technologies and connectivity has led to the growth of telemedicine. Today, you can be in the village and then you can consult your doctor in the city. That can be easily done. This is what technology has brought to us. and remote healthcare services. Patients can now access medical consultations, diagnosis, and monitored remotely. This brought improved healthcare, health accessibility, especially in the undeserved area. Now, if you look at some of the pictures there, are you there? You see the solar farm there, wind energy, solar energy. This has come to stay in our environment. Unlike the absolute dependence on the fossil fuel in the past, this we can make use of. We can own our own, we can have our solar farm, we can have our wind energy. We don't have to depend on the general NEPA grid. And then you have the electric vehicle. You have telemedicine there. You can consult your doctor via internet. That can be done. We have the agriculture, precision agriculture there, and then the use of drone to improve yield. We can specifically target an area and then use technology to improve on the yield of the agriculture. Oh, thank you. Now, let's look at destructive technologies and environmental sustainability, because whatever we drive must be towards environmental sustainability. Destructive technologies play a crucial role in mitigating environmental challenges by offering innovative solutions for renewable energy, waste management, resource conservation, and so on. Destructive technologies are instrumental in mitigating environmental challenges, in driving sustainable practices, as well as fostering a transition towards a more environmentally conscious society. By promoting innovation, efficiency, and integration of clean technologies, destructive solutions pave the way for a more sustainable future. These technologies play a crucial role in addressing environmental challenges and fostering a sustainable future. Now, in the area of renewable energy, destructive technologies have significantly contributed to the growth and adoption of renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and hydropower. They have enhanced the efficiency, affordability, and scalability of renewable energy systems, making them more competitive with traditional fossil fuel-based energy generation. Advancement in solar panel technology, including thin film solar cells and increased energy conversion efficiency, has made solar power more accessible and cost-effective. In fact, anyone can have it. You don't have to depend on the NEPA grid to do this. A community can come together, have a solar farm, and then power that community. In waste management, destructive technologies have revolutionized waste management practices, aiming to reduce waste generation, improve recycling rates, and minimize environmental impact. We have what we call waste to energy technologies, such as anaerobic digestion and gasification. In fact, the soak-away pit you have in your house can be a source of power, can be a source of energy. It can be designed in such a way that the gas from that soak-away pit, which can be referred to as biogas, can actually be used as cooking gas in your house. So this is what we know as waste to energy. And this has reduced the landfill waste and generate clean energy, thereby reducing the impact on the ozone layer. Resource conservation and environmental monitoring is another aspect of destructive technologies and environmental sustainability. Destructive technologies are driving resources conservation efforts by promoting more sustainable and efficient use of natural resources. The use of artificial intelligence, data analytics, optimize resource allocation and reduce resource-intensive process. For instance, the AI algorithm can optimize water usage in agriculture, can minimize energy consumption in manufacturing, and can streamline logistics to reduce fuel consumption. The Internet of Things and smart sensors enable real-time monitoring and optimization of resource consumption in various sectors. If we take the smart grid as another example, this can dynamically manage electricity demand, reduce energy wastage. You can actually have your home, your room, or your flat, or your asset. You can remotely control every item in your house from your handset. That's what the technology has brought to us, meaning that you can manage the energy operation, energy usage in your home. You can determine when you want it to be on or when you want it to be off. You can determine when you want your fridge to operate and when you want it to be off. These are things that technology has helped us to get. Remote sensing technology, including satellite imaging as well as drones, has enabled accurate monitoring of deforestation, land degradation, as well as biodiversity loss. This has aided conservation and ecosystem management. The Internet of Things-based environmental sensor can collect data on air quality, water quality, other environmental parameters, thus facilitating timely intervention as well as enabling better environmental management. This would not have been possible if not because of the advances in technology and innovation that we have today. Waste management, waste can actually become waste. We can recycle some of the waste and then we can convert them to other usable material. Do you have that? Well, yes. All right. You can see there. You can recycle our waste. We can convert them to other things. We can operate a smart home as we have there. And then in agriculture, we have drone. You can actually use drone. If you have a large area of farmland, you can use drone for planting. You can also use drone to spray chemical on those plants. You can use drone to fertilize your crop. So, and that reduce the time wastage on agriculture. At the same time, manage the use of the resources. Water can be sprayed through this drone. And they're not that expensive. Now, Internet of Things is very important in the management of our environment as well as creating a sustainable environment in line with the Sustainable Development Goal given. Now, what are some of the positive environmental impacts of this destructive technology? We have quite a number of them. Don't forget, there are also negative aspects of it. I won't talk much on that today, but there are also destructive part of it. But I'll be talking mainly on the positive part of it. Now, the first one is that it reduced greenhouse gas emission. Solar power system generates electricity without emitting greenhouse gases, thereby reducing the carbon dioxide and other harmful emissions. By replacing the fossil fuel-based energy generation, solar power helps mitigate climate change and air pollution. Second thing that we have from there, which is positive, is that energy independence and decentralization is guaranteed. Solar power enables distributed energy generation, allowed individual businesses as well as community to produce their own electricity. This in turn reduces reliance on centralized power plants, transmission infrastructure, and enhance energy security and reliance. Third one is energy conservation. With the use of Internet of Things, these devices such as smart thermostats, smart lighting system, and energy monitoring device provide real-time data and energy consumption pattern. This empowers the user to make informed decisions and optimize their energy usage. Thus, energy conservation is guaranteed and reduce the impact on the environment. 4, demand response and grid optimization. IoT enables demand response programs where household appliances and systems can be intelligently controlled to align with peak demand periods and grid stability. This helps to balance energy supply and demand. It helps to reduce the need for additional power generation and improve the overall grid efficiency. What are the social and economic impacts of destructive technology? Destructive technologies have a significant influence on both social progress and economic growth. The two actually impacted and invariably impact the entire society. They drive social empowerment, inclusivity, and access to resources as well as services. Simultaneously, destructive technologies foster innovation as well as efficiency, economic opportunity, and thus contribute to the overall economic growth and development. What are the social progress from destructive technologies and innovation? First is enhanced access and inclusion. Destructive technologies have expanded access to information, services, and opportunities, particularly in the undeserved communities. The widespread availability of smartphones and internet connectivity has bridged the digital divide, enabling access to education, healthcare, financial services, and e-commerce. You can actually do business on your phone. You don't have to go to the market. In the past, we used to carry goods to the market. It doesn't happen like that again. You can do on your smartphone, you can carry out your transaction easily. You can buy, you can sell. This increased access promotes social inclusion and empower individuals as well as communities. Another important thing that this has brought in terms of social progress is empowerment and participation. Destructive technologies empower individuals to voice their opinion, organize social movements, and participate in civil processes. I'll give a typical example that is common here. The NSAS that happened, I think about 2 or 3 years ago now. That NSAS, if it to be in the past, you cannot mobilize such a crowd. But through the use of technology, people were mobilized en masse, and they almost brought down the country that time. So people can be easily empowered through the use of technology. Social media platforms and digital communication tools have facilitated the sharing of ideas, mobilization for social causes, as well as increased public engagement. This enhances democratic processes and strengthens our civil society. It can also work the other way around anyway. Another aspect of social progress is health and well-being. Destructive technologies have transformed healthcare delivery, leading to improved health outcomes as well as well-being. Today, drugs can be taken from one station to the other through the use of drones. You don't have to wait for a medical doctor to travel from OGBOMOSO here, maybe to my village, which is several kilometers from this place. The drug can be given from this place, and the drone can travel down there and deliver the drug. Telemedicine and remote healthcare solutions have enhanced access to healthcare services, particularly in remote areas. Wearable devices and health monitoring technologies enable individuals to track and manage their health proactively. Today, you can have a device on your hand that measure your blood sugar, measure your uh, blood pressure, and things like that. And so you can have control of your health in your hand. You don't have to go to the doctor before you do that. So with that gadget just in your hand, whereas just like a wristwatch, you can monitor it from time to time. And that can help you to have a good health, to secure a good health. Now, social progress, another aspect is education and skills development. This is very important. Disruptive technologies are revolutionizing education, making learning more accessible, personalized, and interactive. Unlike in the past, actually, I wanted to give this lecture via online, but because of the insistence of the professor, I have to be here. Because I really don't have to be here to make this presentation. I can actually do it via online, and everybody will benefit from it. So this is what the technologies have brought to us. Online platform, massive open online courses, otherwise known as MOOC, digital learning tools enable lifelong learning and skill development. You can actually learn at your own leisure. You can have a scheduled learning program. You can do it online or via video. So we have so many digital platforms available for learning today. It's not only the lecturer. In the past, the lecturer will tell us then that whatever I'm giving to you, you cannot find it anywhere. It's not the same today. It's only the experience that you may not find. There's nothing anybody want to give that is new. It's somewhere. It's just a matter of discovering it. This widens educational opportunities and promotes continuous professional growth. Now, what about the economic growth? What impact has disruptive technologies and innovation brought to economic growth? The first is innovation and entrepreneurship. This has really helped people to think out of the box and to see how they can create things that will make life much more better for everyone. Disruptive technology drives innovation and foster entrepreneurial activities. They create opportunities for startups and small businesses to disrupt established industry and develop novel solutions. The accessibility of technology platforms, cloud computing, and e-commerce has lowered barriers to entry, enabling innovative startups to compete globally and drive economic growth. One other important thing that this disruptive technology has brought to us is that when it comes to commerce, you are not restricted to OGBOMOSO market. No. You can be here in OGBOMOSO and your market can be in US, can be in UK, can be in Germany, or anywhere in the world. So long as you make use of technology, it's open to so many people, and you can get all these things done easily through technology. In the past, you carry your goods to the market and you'll be waiting for people who will buy it. It's not exactly like that again. Another aspect of economic growth that this disruptive technology has brought is efficiency and productivity. Disruptive technologies enhance productivity and operational efficiency across industry. Automation, robotics, and artificial intelligence streamline processes, reduce costs, and improve output quality. This leads to increased competitiveness economic efficiency, and the creation of new job roles that require high-skilled levels. Job creation and economic opportunity is another aspect of economic growth that this destructive technology has brought. While destructive technologies can automate certain tasks, they also create new job opportunities. New industries and job roles emerge as a result of technological advancement. Destructive technologies foster job creation in fields such as data science, software development, digital marketing, and renewable energy. And these are the things today. They also enable big economic platforms, providing flexible income opportunity. What about economic transformation? Destructive technology often disrupt traditional business models and industries, leading to economic transformation. They reshape market dynamics, promote competition, and stimulate innovation-led growth. For instance, the rise of e-commerce has transformed the retail sectors, while digital platforms has disrupted traditional media and entertainment industries. This we know, those in entertainment industry, in fact, online today, you see several entertainment videos that you can watch. Some you pay as you watch, some is free, and then you have so many of them. It has actually disrupted the way things used to be in the past. Now, I give you a simple case. We are familiar with Uber, but I give you a simple case. That's what we call Airbnb. This is an American company. I think it was established around 2008. It looks into transportation as well as accommodation. In the past, you have to go to hotel to book accommodation and things like that. Today, you don't have to do that. You can easily do it through an online platform. You can pick, people can give out their rooms. The one they are not using, they can give it out and make money from it. This is what this company is doing. Interestingly, the company itself does not own a single building, but I'm making money from it. That's what technology has brought us. Just like Uber does not have a single vehicle, was making money from it. So it's just a matter of thinking out of the box and see how we can harness the technology to create a better environment. Now, this Airbnb is an online marketplace that enables individuals to rent out their homes, apartments, or spare rooms to travelers. This has disrupted the traditional hospitality industry by providing an alternative accommodation option. If someone says his own accommodation is 50,000 naira per night, and I can check online and I find another one 25,000 naira per night, they are providing almost similar something. I can easily pick the other one. So this gives room for competitiveness as well as management of resources. The social benefits of this innovation include enhanced travel experience and improved community engagement. The Airbnb has provided a source of income for individuals and homeowners who can monetize their property by hosting guests. It has also empowered individuals to become micro-entrepreneurs and generate additional income stream, promoting economic resilience as well as diversification. This has stimulated local businesses, restaurants, as well as shops by attracting tourists to explore and spend in non-tourist areas, thereby supporting local economy. Now, innovation for sustainable development. This can be achieved by providing a collaborative environment, access to funding, infrastructure, supportive policies, market access, talent development, and economic growth opportunity. By nurturing an ecosystem that supports innovation, societies can harness the transformative potential of disruptive technologies, address societal challenges, and create a sustainable and prosperous future. Now, what are some of the key aspects of the relationship between innovation as well as sustainable development? The two are actually together. Innovation drives sustainable development. Now, enabling sustainable solutions. Innovation plays a crucial role in developing and implementing sustainable solutions. It drives the creation of new technologies, practices, as well as business models that address environmental challenges. It promotes resource efficiency and reduces negative impact on ecosystems and community. Sustainable development requires finding alternative approach and innovative solutions to ensure long-term viability. Innovation for sustainable development has also brought what we call technological advancement. Today, I gave an example of learning the other time. You can have someone in US can lecture us directly here. So we don't have to pay to travel down to US. So the advance in technology has actually helped in doing our business in a better way, in a more resourceful way, and in a more economic way. Technological innovation is instrumental in achieving sustainable developmental goals. Achievements as well as advancement in renewable energy, clean technologies, waste management, and water conservation, as well as sustainable agriculture are key examples in the field of advanced technology. These innovations enable the transition to a low-carbon economy, reduce resource consumption, and enhance environmental protection. Efficiency and optimization. Innovation contributes to efficiency improvements across sectors, leading to more sustainable resource use. By developing and adopting new technologies and processes, as well as businesses can be optimized, as well as their operation. This in turn will reduce waste and emission and enhance productivity. This drives economic growth while minimizing environmental impact. Social and human development is another area of innovation. Innovation can have a profound impact on social as well as human development, which is an integral aspect of sustainable development. It can improve access to education, to healthcare, to clean water, as well as sanitation. Innovations in telecommunication and information technology have expanded connectivity and access to information, empowering communities and fostering social inclusion. Another important aspect is collaboration and knowledge sharing. Innovation thrives in environments that encourage collaboration as well as knowledge sharing. Sustainable development requires multi-stakeholders partnership involving governments, businesses, academia, as well as the civil society. Collaboration facilitates the exchange of ideas, expertise, and resources, driving innovation and enabling the development and implementation of sustainable solutions. Now, this gives room for what we call long-term perspective. Innovation plays a crucial role in anticipating and addressing future challenges. It involves forward thinking, long-term planning, and the ability to adapt to evolving circumstances. By investing in research and development, exploring emerging technologies, and embracing innovation, societies can better prepare for future uncertainties and promote sustainable development. What are some of the challenges facing the implementation of destructive technologies for sustainable development? One is cost and financial constraint. We know that research is backed up by huge resources. Destructive technologies often require significant upfront investment, which can be a barrier, particularly for resource-constrained regions or organizations. The high cost associated with research and development, infrastructural setup, and technology may limit the accessibility and affordability of this technology, thus hindering the implementation of sustainable development. Another challenge facing this is what we call resistance to change. Oftentimes, people by nature, we want to resist change, whether positive or negative. It's the same thing when it comes to the area of destructive technology. Destructive technologies often challenge established practices as well as the industry and business models. And people want to resist that, which is normal. Resistance to change from incumbents, stakeholders, or regulatory bodies can pose a significant barrier to their implementation. I remember quite well during COVID, the issue of migrating to online platform was a big issue. Several meetings were held to decide whether we should migrate to online platform or not. But at the end of the day, when you find yourself in a tight situation, you are bound to think on how to provide solutions. So at the time, nobody will have to tell another person the need to migrate online. And this really has helped, particularly from our own side, while many of our universities were under lock and key during the period, it wasn't the same because virtually every one of us migrated to online, and that has helped learning and delivery at the right time. Existing interest, lack of awareness, and risk aversion can slow down the adoption of destructive technologies despite their potential benefit for sustainable development. Policy and regulatory framework can also be another problem in implementing destructive technology. Lack of specific policies that support and incentivize sustainable technologies may deter investment and hinder their integration into existing systems. Another factor is technological readiness and infrastructure. In regions with limited infrastructural development, lack of basic amenities can present challenges for deploying and utilizing destructive technologies. This is a big problem, and I'm sure it's not limited to this, cut across. Now, skill and knowledge gap. Usually, this requires specialized skills, and oftentimes you don't find many people in this area. Implementing disruptive technologies often requires specialized skills and knowledge. There may be a shortage of professionals with the expertise needed to develop, to operate, as well as maintain these technologies. This key gap can be addressed through education, through training programs, as well as ensuring effective implementation of destructive technology for sustainable development. Another important factor is social and cultural factors. Factors such as trust, privacy concern, and the impact of employment can shape public acceptance and adoption rates of destructive technology. Another important problem is scalability and integration. Moving from pilot project or small-scale implementation to large-scale deployment and integration can be challenging, very, very challenging at times, because a number of things we have to give way. Destructive technologies need to demonstrate scalability and repeatability to enhance sustainable development. Environmental consideration is very key in our destructive technology. While destructive technologies aim to promote sustainability, their implementation can also have potential environmental impacts. Even though we are trying to run away from fossil fuel by going to solar power and some other form of electricity, but managing the waste from all these will also become a big issue, particularly even your handset after some period becomes a waste. So how do we manage this type of waste and can also have an adverse environmental effect? Life cycle assessment and consideration of resource consumption, waste management, and end-of-life disposal are necessary to ensure that the overall environmental footprint of these technologies remains favorable. What are the potential opportunities and strategies for overcoming challenges to implementation? Cost reduction and financing is an opportunity we can get through this. Financial institutions can develop innovative financial methods tailored to the unique needs and risks associated with sustainable technology projects. Stakeholder engagement and collaboration is another opportunity which sustainable destructive technology and innovation has brought to us. Both public and private partnership can be involved, collaboration can be involved. Both public and private partnership facilitate knowledge sharing, co-investment, and risk sharing, thereby accelerating the deployment of destructive technology. Policy and regulatory support. These include streamlining approval process, providing incentives, as well as establishing standards for sustainable technology deployment. Capacity building and skill development. This is another important aspect of destructive technology. This actually provides opportunity for learning and relearning and continuous learning. Education and training program strengthens education and training programs to equip individuals with the skills required for deploying, developing, operating, as well as maintaining destructive technologies, very essential. This includes incorporating sustainable technology curriculum, as well as vocational training and professional development opportunities. Capacity building and skill development. Now, public awareness and engagement. Communication and education campaign is very critical here. Raising public awareness about the benefits and potential of destructive technologies for sustainable development is crucial. But the government, the NGOs, industry, as well as stakeholders can conduct campaigns to inform and engage the public, addressing misconceptions, as well as highlighting the positive impact of this technology. International cooperation is possible. Now, I have a list of some of the destructive technologies that we are familiar with. One of them is artificial intelligence. We know today. Some of the things we do today, in another 2 to 5 years, will no longer be done or be carried out by human beings. It's going to be carried out by artificial intelligence. So we have robots who can do the work and do it effectively. If you go to restaurants, some advanced restaurants today, you will not see any human being. It's a robot that will answer you. It's robot that will serve you. It's robot that will attend to you. There's some hotels, when you get there, you speak to robots. That's all. Cryptocurrency is another, as well as blockchain. It's another area of destructive technology. Cryptocurrency, be careful. This is good and has created a platform for so many people to empower them. But your entire saving can disappear in a second in cryptocurrency operation. Internet of Things is another one. Smart homes, smart cars, everything is becoming a smart society. Advanced robotics, 3D printing, and 4D is also under consideration now. Advanced connectivity. Today we talk of 4G, but now people are discussing 5G, 6G. These are ongoing research supported by Tesla as well as Samsung. Cloud and edge computing supported by Amazon. Most of the things done on Amazon platform are actually through cloud and edge computing. Google Cloud Computing, Microsoft, and so on. Virtual reality and augmented reality is another aspect of destructive technology. This gives us immersive experience-based therapy in medicine. Quantum technology, improved computational power, not yet commercially available. Sharing your platform, just like Airbnb, like Uber, and so on, you can generate living through them. Computerized agriculture, or what we call precision agriculture today. Vertical farm can be done, indoor farms can be done, floating farms can be done. Nanotechnology is another destructive technology. Today, you don't need to operate a cancer patient. It can be done through nanotechnology. Sensor can actually go down to the point of where you have cancer and be treated. New materials, such as bromophene for replacing graphene, biotechnology, we talk of genomics today, clean renewable energy, such as nuclear fusion startups, as well as wind and solar farms. These are some of the areas of destructive technology. I think there's need for call to action, and these are to embrace a culture of innovation. And because we are already in it, the earlier we embrace this culture, the better for us. And this will continue so long as the technology continues to improve. We must invest in research and development. We must foster collaboration and partnership. We must create supportive policies and regulatory framework. Embrace destructive technologies for sustainable development. In conclusion, destructive technologies have the transformative potential to revolutionize our sustainable development and address pressing global challenges. By harnessing the transformative potential of destructive technology, societies can address complex challenges and achieve sustainable development goals. Embracing this technology can propel the global transition towards a sustainable and thriving world. I want to sincerely thank you for granting me this opportunity. Thank the organizers of this program, and I say thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our keynote speaker. That was a very insightful presentation for Elijah Olabi. Another round of applause for that presentation. Our keynote speaker have been able to take us through disruptive technologies and innovations for sustainable development. He started by giving us introductions and definitions for disruptive technology and what sustainable development is all about. He talked about emerging disruptive technology. He mentioned some examples like in the European defense systems, and he wanted to present to us some videos. He gave us, the definition of destructive technology as any technology that significantly change, and transform the way people, industry, society do things. He talked to us about some of the contribution, what destructive technology is contributing to sustainable development. And he told us that destructive technology have led to innovation. And he gave us the definition of innovation and destructive technology and how both of them, intercept. He told us that destructive technology drives economic growth and contributes to sustainable development. And then he went further to talk about destructive technology and sustainable development. And he further told us that destructive technology and sustainable development transform various sectors by revolutionizing, the entire society. He talked about destructive technology, how it drives efficiency and sustainability. Then he went further to give us various sectors where destructive technology have improved the society. One, he talked about the energy sector. And under the energy sector, he talks about renewable energy, integration of digital technologies, sensors, and data analytics for the development of smart grids. He talked about efficiency, reliability, and resilience in the energy sector. He talked about the transport sector, how destructive technology, have improved the transport sector, enhancing the way people commute. And then he talked about innovation in the transport sector that have led to electric vehicles, reduction. Of course, the emergence of electric vehicles is now leading to the reduction of CO2 emission. Then it talked about advancement in battery technology as a result of destructive technology. Then he went to talk further on the agricultural sector, where the use of drones have led to precision agriculture, and then collection of real-time data, which have also led to resource, optimization of resources and the allocation of resources within the agricultural sector. He went further to present to us in the health sector the application of destructive technology in the health sector, which has resulted to remote healthcare services, telemedicine, teleconsultation, and all kind of services that are now being delivered using ICT and IoT. He talked about wearable computers that can now be used for personalized health, to monitor our blood pressure, to monitor different aspects of our health. He talked about renewable energy, hydropower, which have now resulted into efficiency and reduction of cost in that aspect. Then he talked about waste management that have led to reduction of waste generation, improved recycling, waste energy, and so on and so forth. Now he went further to talk about resource conservation and environmental monitoring. So, destructive technology and sustainable development in this area have led to the promoting more sustainable use of resources and conservation of the environment. He talked about IoT and smart sensors for real-time monitoring. And then he talked about remote sensing, where we have accurate monitoring of deforestation, land degradation, biodiversity loss, and positive environmental impact of renewable resources. Then reducing CO2 emission, energy independence, and decentralization. Okay, now he went further to talk about the social and economic impacts of destructive technology. He told us that this destructive technology in this aspect is driving social empowerment, enhancing access and inclusion, of access to information and services, and through digital platforms. Then in healthcare and well-being, I talked about that earlier. In education, we have education and skill development, where destructive technology have led to technologies like e-learning, m-learning, and he talked about the massive open and online book. And then he went further to talk about economic growth. Economic growth. Now, destructive technology in this aspect have led to innovation and entrepreneurship, and also led to efficiency and productivity, automation, robotics, job creation, and economic opportunities. Then economic transformation, he gave a case study of the Airbnb, which is an online marketplace providing, support, accommodation, apartments, and room spaces for travelers. And these have significantly disrupted the traditional hospitality business. Then he went further to talk about innovation for sustainable development. Talk about that. Okay, I will just stop at this point, and the rapporteur will continue and then round off that. Then I can come up again to summarize.
Thank you, sir. In continuation, the speaker talked about the innovation for sustainable development, where he talked about the relationship between innovations and sustainable development, and he talked about the enabling sustainable solutions, technological advancement, efficiency and optimization, social and human development. They also talk about collaborations and knowledge sharing. And he also talked about long-term perspective. Then he moved on to challenges to implementation of disruptive technologies for sustainable development, where he talked about the cost and financial constraints, resistance to change, policy and regulatory frameworks. Those are the challenges. Then technological readiness and infrastructures, skills and knowledge gap. Then there is also problem of social and cultural factors. Then we have environmental consideration. Then you move on to potential opportunities and strategies for overcoming challenges to implementation, where you talk about the stakeholders, engagement and collaboration, policy and regulatory support, capacity building and skills development. Then there should be a public awareness and engagement. They give us examples of or area of disruptive technology, where you talk about the AI, artificial intelligence, Web3, the use of cryptocurrency, IoT, Internet of Things, advanced robotics, 3D printing, and 4D is ongoing. The research on 4D is ongoing. Then advanced connectivity, cloud and edge computing, virtual reality and quantum technology. Then there is also a sharing platform, and a good example is Airbnb. They also talk about nanotechnology, computerized agriculture, new materials, biotechnology, and clean renewable energy.
Those are the examples of disruptive technology. And the last one is the conclusion, where you talk about the disruptive technologies, the impact of disruptive technology in digital age. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my rapporteur. Ladies and gentlemen, a keynote speaker have done justice to this topic. He has taken us through the length and breadth of disruptive technologies, and he has also taken us through innovations for sustainable development. He has given us the challenges, the opportunities. He has given us examples of destructive technologies. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our keynote speaker. At this point, we are going to take one or two questions, if there are. If you have questions for the keynote speaker on the presentation that have been given, can you signify by raise of hand? One, please come forward. Any other question? Okay, I can see only one hand. All right, ask your question.
My question to him is, he didn't actually touch on the area of machines and artilleries, where he didn't touch on the area of machines and artilleries, where disruptive technology has actually impacted how we fight war. So now we don't actually take soldiers to war again. We actually use more of disruptive technology. So I feel when he said we are going to speak on the advantages, I won't actually touch on the disadvantages. That made me ask this question.
Warfare. Yeah, thank you. Question is taken.
Thank you very much. I hope you know that a lecture of this, it is not possible for me to cover everything. So I try as much as possible to operate within the time frame given to me. And the essence of this is actually to wake up our interest and then search for more and learn more. It's not for me to come and complete the entire syllabus in this place. I only paraphrase. And I hope also you know that I didn't bother to go into nitty-gritty of what those things involve. It's left to professionals like Adiolu to go and put the flesh together.
All right, thank you very much, the keynote speaker. Yeah, he has said, he has given us the flesh or the skeleton, then we look for this flesh. Yeah, there's a lot on the internet, in the literature about a disruptive technology. Yeah, but I will just contribute to answer your question. Now, of course, disruptive technology covers every aspect of our life. I want to say today, developed world, it has been approved. It has been, their policy, it has been formalized that AI, disruptive technology, robotics can now be used in warfare, which is what you're asking. Most of the war that is being fought today are fought, you know, on the computer, cyber warfare. Is that okay? That's part of it. Now, apart from that, robots have now been approved. Robots can go to war. So instead of using soldiers, intelligent robots like human beings are now being built that will go into warfare. But there's a significant question that remains. In warfare, soldiers are not supposed to shoot civilians who are not carrying guns by what we call rule of engagement. So if you see civilians that are not carrying weapons, soldiers are not supposed to shoot them. So will robots now shoot at civilians? Of course, robots are being trained. I have a video in my laptop. My laptop is not here. I could show you, but you can get it from me. Robots are now being trained to identify civilians, identify people that are carrying guns, that are shooting back. So robots are now getting into warfare. Robots to be manned. We have on area manned vehicles that, so all kinds of things are now being used, in warfare. So the question now remains, if a robot is found to be engaging or shooting at civilians, what happens? Such a robot will be charged to court, because if a soldier shoots at civilian, you court-martial that soldier, isn't it? So now the question remains, if robots shoot at civilian and you charge the robot to court, who is at fault? Is it the robot or the programmer that developed the program? So a lot is happening, and so even the lawyers will now have to learn how to, present their cases or charge a robot when it's misbehaved during war. So there's a lot of things happening now. Of course, like you said, even most of our aircrafts now that go for war, pilots, you don't have to waste the life of pilots. You just mount them with robots and they go. Of course, with drones, you deploy all kinds of explosives, and then drones just go there, deploy them. We have jet fighters that will go and deploy explosive and return back. If they return, fine. If they don't return, yeah, you don't lose human life. So a lot is happening already. Destructive technology is being involved in warfare, seriously. And a lot more is happening. You can read more about that. Thank you very much. Okay, I think that was the only question. You didn't raise your hand. Okay, the last question. HOD LIS.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a student of the Department of Library and Information Science who asked that question. You just said. Yes, my question is, what is the place of sensor in gun identification?
In what?
Place of sensor in gun identification. Gun identification. You mentioned that the problem with using robotics at war is because it may not be able to identify those who are holding guns.
Not just gun, no. Not
Okay.
just gun. But,
All right.
okay. Okay, thank you very much. I have the kind permission of the keynote speaker to respond to that question. Now, hello, madam. Yeah, you said the place of sensor. Now, let me say this. One of the things that make us human to be intelligent is because we have sense organs. We can sense, we can see, we can smell, we can taste, we can. Now, we as human, we have natural intelligence. Now, destructive technology we are talking about is artificial intelligence. So we attempt, AI is an aspect of computer science that attempt to endow machines, computers with the capabilities of human. So when you talk about sensor, a sensor is a device that can perceive, that can feel, that can touch, that can smell. We have different types of sensors. Okay, so the sensor is able to sense that object, sense a gun, sense any kind of thing. For instance, our keynote was talking about wearable devices. The wearable devices can sense your blood pressure, can sense, the aspect of the health it is meant to monitor. Okay, so sensors uses, of course, there are vehicles that if somebody comes so close to it, it will raise an alarm because there's a sensor. It's feeling, it's perceiving there's an object. Yeah, so sensors in AI are used to sense different type of objects. Okay, so one of it can be the gun. Okay, it can be computer vision. It sees the shape, it feels the metal, it feels different kind of thing. So there are different type of sensors that can be used to sense different kind of environment, objects, and so on and so forth. So that's one of the aspects where sensors will be used in AI to sense and see the opponent and discover that, okay, fine, this guy is not carrying a weapon, and so I don't have to shoot at him. I don't know if that's all right. Thank you very much. All right. With that, we have come to the end of this plenary section. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our Vice Chancellor who came all the way from mountaintop. We want to appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your intellect. Thank you for your presentation. As you go back, we do pray that the Almighty God grant you journey mercy and take you back to your destination safely. On behalf of my rapporteur, I want to thank you for a job well done. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you.